Welcome back to Golf Center. As a golf instructor, I can tell you I've tried to find many ways to be very creative with getting projects and ideas for both of my junior players and my adults. But one thing I have not done is have Mimosa golf clinics, and Pete Popovich at the Proformance Golf Academy has found a way to do that and make it fun for everybody. Joining us today is one of his students, Cindy Badoin. Cindy, thank you so much for being with us.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Does that make her a Mimosan?
She would be a Mimosaner golfer,
Okay, yeah.
something like that. Something
The clinics
like that.
happen every Saturday morning out at Old South from 10 to 11. It's a perfect time because you know, a lot of the husbands, a lot of the guys are already playing their Saturday
They're out on
morning
the course.
round. So go to the right. Was that kind of the idea behind that timing?
Oh, exactly.
All right, now we've got to make sure we're clear. Are mimosas really served?
They certainly are.
They certainly are. There we go.
During the clinic, or is it a before or after clinic?
It's a before.
Before the clinic?
Yep.
That makes every shot a good shot, Bob. It makes every shot a good shot.
Does it? Come on, Cindy. I mean, obviously it creates an atmosphere as much as anything else.
Oh, it does. It does. It's a lot of fun. Pete sets up his little white dining table. It's really neat. He's got, you know, mimosa glasses, and he passes them all out, even with oranges. He does the whole bit. We really have fun. It kind of loosens us up for the training that he's going to do for the day.
So tell us about some of the topics that are discussed once the training actually does begin.
Oh yes, there is that.
Actually,
yes.
It begins.
all the basics in golf, depending on the week that what we're doing. Last week was sand traps. He gives a 15-20 minute dissertation on how to and why you do things and why you don't do things, and then he lines us all up and we all get to practice the remainder of the time, and he goes through and watches each one of us and make sure that we're doing it right, gives us pointers, helps us out, make sure that we're doing it the way that professionals do it.
What do you find, I'm sorry Bob, what do you find to be the most helpful part of the golf clinics for you? Because everybody looks at them differently and gets something out of them, in their own way.
I think most helpful is that Pete explains everything very well, and he spends the time with each one of us to make sure that we're getting what he's trying to, the techniques and things that he's trying to teach us.
So there's individual instruction involved within the group instruction. How big's the group been during the weeks you've been doing it?
Any given time, through the spring and now into the summer, there's been about 5 to 9, 10 people, women only, of course. Yeah, it's been a nice group. It's not too many, it's just right, and he really spends individual time with us.
Now tell me a little bit about how your game has improved since you started. We're going to kind of go at you personally here. Now we want to hear a little bit about your game.
Tell us a story.
Where did you start and so on?
Well, I'm not an athlete at all, and just based on what Pete has taught me, I've been able to get out on the course. I've only been a couple times, but 9 holes was I think I've done very well, and it's my first time, so I'm a brand new golfer, and I just love it. I'm having a lot of fun out there.
You've been hooked by the game?
Absolutely. Haven't bought clubs yet, but I'm almost there.
Well, and that's something good to point out. You don't have to have clubs to come out and be a part of this.
Exactly. Exactly.
So when we go ahead and look at you going down the road in the future, where do you see this kind of taking you? You've started at these clinics. It's been a nice, way to learn golf, have some social activity, but where do you see it taking you?
Just being better, being able to maybe join teams and stuff. Where I live, there's a couple women 9-hole groups, and I like to be able to participate and feel comfortable that I can do as well as they do.
Well, that's fantastic. What a great way to grow the game. Yeah. Log on and find the Golf Proformance Academy or call Old South for more information. Is that the way to do it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Cindy Badoin, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And that's all the time we have for Golf Center this week. For my co-host Bob Stevens, I'm PGA professional Chris Tremblay. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you next time.